Hey, good morning, guys. We are doing lesson 29 in phonics. So let's get to our warm-up. We are doing blending and segmenting this morning. So our first word is jack. Jack. J-A-K. How many sounds? 3. J-A-K. Good job, guys. What about the word bag? B-A-G. How many sounds? 3. B-A-G. Great job. Our next word, hen. Hen. H-E-N. H-E-N. Sounds. 3. H-E-N. Good job. What about our next word, read? R-E-D. R-E-D. Good. 3. R-E-D. Good job. What about ta? Ka-a-s-ta. How many sounds? 4. Ka-a-s-ta. Good. Our next word, dusk. D-U-S-K. D-U-S-K. How many sounds? 4. D-U-S-K. Good job, guys. And our last word, left. Left. L-E-F-T. L-E-F-T. How many sounds? 4. L-E-F-T. Good job, guys. Now, from our warm-up, let's go into our tricky words today. We have 2. Our first word, can you read that word for me? By blending it. So, get your pinchers up. H-E-R. H-E-R. How many sounds do you hear? You hear almost 3, don't you? But there's actually 4 letters in this, and the word is here. It is pronounced here. I'm so glad you're here. Now, I'm going to write that word on the board. You can look at it a little bit. And I can't really read that, can you? Let's see if this one will work better. Oh yeah, that one's better. Here. Okay, I'm going to circle the letter H because that is a sound that we hear when we are saying the word here. Okay, but I'm going to underline the E-R and E because that's the tricky part. These letters stand for E-R. So it's a double E with the R, E-R. So when you're reading here, you have to remember to pronounce the letters, the E, the R, and the E as ear. So when you write here, remember to spell the sounds, the double E, E, with the letters E, R, E. So our next tricky word is this word. Can you blend that for me? The-I-R. The-I-R. The word is pronounced there. Okay, like he kicked the ball over there. So I'm going to write that word there on the board. All right, and I am also going to circle the TH because we pronounce that the way you would expect, the. Okay, the. But I'm going to underline that E-R-E because that's the tricky part of the word. They work differently than in here. The letters are not pronounced E-R as in here, but work together to stand for the sound E-R as in where. So when you're reading there, remember to pronounce the letters E-R-E as e-er. So when you write there, remember to spell the sounds e-er with the letters E, R, and E. Great job, guys. Okay. So our next part of our phonics lesson is we're going to be reviewing punctuation marks. We've been talking a little bit about punctuation marks like question marks, exclamation marks, and periods. Well, today we're going to be talking about a special punctuation mark that we use when we want to indicate a person's exact words. And they're called quotation marks. Can you say quotation marks? Great. Now I'm going to write a sentence on the board and we're going to read it. Okay, this sentence says, did Mom get lunch? Now, quotation marks mean that there's a set of persons' exact words being said. There's one set of quotation marks at the beginning of the person's words and at the end of the person's words, okay? The quotation marks look sort of like two apostrophes written side by side. So if you notice, there's two little lines right there, and there are two little lines right there. And they're always up in the sky like that, at the top there. Look at this sentence. Okay, can you read that sentence for me? Dad said, run and get the bag. Now, what did Dad say? Well, let's look. His words are in quotation marks. Run and get the bag. That's what Dad said. All right, that's where Dad's words are. They're in those quotation marks. I'm going to write another sentence on the board. Okay, read that sentence. Mom says, scrub that tub. Now, look to the quotation marks here. What did Mom say? It's in these marks. Scrub that tub. Now, remember, quotation marks are used in text to show what a person's exact words are. So these are Mom's exact words. Scrub that tub. These are Dad's exact words. Run and get that bag. Okay? Remember, exact words are going to be in those quotation marks that are around the words. They look like they're apostrophes up in the sky. Remember, there are two side by side, one at the beginning and one at the end. Okay? Great job, guys, on quotation marks. All right, so now let's do some grammar, We've been learning about nouns that name people. So listen carefully to the next phrase and repeat it after me. Bob runs. Which word in that phrase names a person? You're right, it's Bob. Bob is the person, and it's the part that is a noun. Good. Now, we've also been learning about nouns that name things. So listen carefully to the next phrase and repeat it after me. Truck unloads. Which word in that phrase names thing? Good. The word truck is a thing, and it's the part of speech that names a noun. Good. Now, we've also been learning about nouns that name places. So listen carefully to my next phrase and repeat it after me. Big library. Which word in that phrase names a place? You're right, library, because it is the place and it's the part of speech that names the place, so it's a noun. All right, so listen carefully to the following phrases, and I want you to tell me the word that names a person, the place, or a thing, okay, which is a noun. So number one, girl trips. Girl trips. It's girl. Now, is that a person, place, or thing? It's a person. Good job. What about number two? New hospital. New hospital. It's hospital. Great. So is that a person, a place, or a thing? It's a place. Great job. What about small bird? Small bird. It's a bird. And is it a person, place, or thing? You're right. It's a thing. What about number four? Wet towel. Towel. What names a person, place, or thing? Towel, and it's a thing. Great job. What about five? Brother sings. What's the noun there that names a person, place, or thing? Brother, and he is a person. Good job, guys. What about number six? Huge city. Huge city. What word in there is a noun? City, and is it a person, place, or thing? It's a place. Great job. What about number seven? Tall dad. Tall dad. Dad is the noun. Great job. Is it a person, place? He's a person. Number eight, blue pencils. Blue pencils. What names a person, place, thing? Pencils. Great job. Number nine, sun shines. What's the noun? Sun. Is it a person, place, or thing? It's a thing. Great job. And number 10, running dogs. What's the noun there? Dogs. Is it a person, place, or thing? It's a thing. Good. Now remember, what do we call a part of speech that names a person, place, or thing? It's a noun. Great job, guys. You're doing wonderful on those nouns. All right. I need you to take out a pencil and a piece of paper. Okay, so if you don't have one, go get one real quick. And then we'll wait on you. All right, guys, welcome back. I know you got your pencil and paper and you're ready to go. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to say 8 words. And each word is going to have 3 sounds. And you're going to write each word that I say. Excuse me. For each word that I say, hold up one finger for each sound. So like, for example, if I'd said the word mom, you would go m, m. It's almost like our blending and segmenting, okay? So you're going to write 3 lines on your paper for those 3 sounds. All right? So let's look here a second. So as I said, you're going to write lines for the sound. So if I said the word mom, you're going to go okay? You've drawn 3 lines. And then you're going to go back and write the spellings on the correct line. And then you're going to tell me that word. What is that word? Mom. Good. Now I'm going to try this with some other words, okay? My next word is dad. Dad. Now remember, these are only 3 sounds each, okay? 3 sounds. So you're going to write duh, duh. So you're going to write duh, duh. So what's the first letter you hear? You're going to write that down. Then your middle sound, duh, dad. Good. Look at number 3. What about the word fit? Fit. So think about it. F-I-T. So you're going to write 3 lines, and then you're going to write the corresponding sound to each line. F-I-T. Good. Your next one. Pen, like you write with a pen, okay? So think about it. P-I-N. So how many lines are we going to draw? 3. Good. And think about the first sound that you hear. What letter are you going to write? P. Good. P-E. The E. N. N. Good. Okay. We've got 4 more words. Our next word is win. Win. Like when we will win the game. Okay? So remember, it's 3 sounds. Wa, I, n. So how many blanks? 3 blanks. Good. Now let's spell the word win. Wa. I. N. Good. Win. Good. All right. So let's look at our next word. Chop. Chop. P. How many lines are we going to draw? 3. And what's going to go in our first blank? Ch. What makes the ch sound? CH. Good. And our middle sound? Cha. O. P. P. Good. Chop. Great job. Let's look at our next word. Not. So n, t. How many blanks? 3. So I've drawn 3 blanks. So what's my beginning sound? N. T. Not. Great job. And our last word, rush. Rush. So sh. How many sounds? 3. Okay, so we're drawing 3 blanks. Our beginning sound, R. What makes the sound? U. Sh is SH. Good. Rush. So let's say all these words again. We have mom, dad, fit, pin, win, chop, knot, and rush. You all did a great job of writing those out. Wonderful on dictating words. So let me erase. All right. So today we are going to be reading a news story. It's called The Bus Stop, and it takes place at a bus stop. And that in a big city, many people take buses around town. That's their way of getting from one place to another, because a lot of people may not have a car in a big city, so they use the buses. Well, Nat tells Beth that this is the best thing ever. So we're going to find out, is it the best thing ever? So let's review a second. What are 3 different types of sentence endings we've talked about so far? We've talked periods, we've talked exclamation marks, we've talked question marks, and today we added in quotation marks. Good. Remember, quotation marks is when somebody is speaking, all right? So you will look today in our story to see if you can find quotation marks where somebody is speaking. And you are going to see our tricky words why in there and said. So be on the lookout for those too. We have 3 vocabulary words that I want you to be aware of. The first one is thrush, thrush, and that's a type of bird. And then you're going to see a pub, which is a place to eat. And then you're going to see grub, which is food. So 3 new words: thrush, which is a bird, pub, which is a place to eat, and grub, which is food. So today I want you to read carefully to find out what makes the UK bus the best. So I'm going to share my screen.